Welcome to my channel! Hello kids! I'm your teacher Zell. Welcome to science class. Quarter 2, week 2, day 4. Science process skills. Are you ready for the next lesson, kids? Our learning objective. At the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to make predictions of real-life events such as plant growth, changes in water level, and behavior of water on different surfaces based on measurement and observed patterns. Let's begin with this activity. What happened next? We have here in illustrations. We have a seed, a young plant, and the older plant, or the oldest plant, eggplant. What do you think will happen next? We're going to harvest the eggplant. Very good, kids! Recall what they learned yesterday through discussing the day 3 quiz. We have here the possible answers. We already discussed this. For number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job, kids! What pattern did you observe in the illustrations? Why do you think so? We have the growing mango trees. Mango trees grow from seedling to young trees and then to bigger trees. Once the mango trees mature, ready to bear fruits, these trees bear fruits that can be harvested later on. Good job, kids! Now let's proceed to this KWLA. I know you're familiar with this chart. K stand for no. W stand for want, what I want to know. L stand for learn, what I learned. A stand for how I can apply what I learned. Can you arrange this step in the correct order? Which do you think is the first step? Good job! Very good, kids! Nice work, kids! What happens if one step is skipped? If watering the plant is removed, if we don't water the plants, they might dry up and die. how do we know what comes next? Just like in farming, we can predict changes in object by looking for patterns. Very good, kids! If you could continue the story of the life of a farmer, which activity would you add to the sequence of events? Express their answer through actions. What was the last thing the farmer did in the story? The farmer harvested the crops. Good job, kids! What do farmers usually do after harvesting their crops? They sell their crops, store them, or plant new seeds. Good job! If the story continues, what do you think the farmer would do next? Why? You're going to show actions. The farmer will sell the crops at the market because farmers earn money by selling their harvest, or the farmer will plant new seeds to grow more crops next time, or the farmer stores some crop for food at home. Good job, kids! Interactive word matching. Are you ready, kids? Now, for number 1, fishing ground. You're going to choose the meaning of these 3 words in the right side of the slide. We have here fishing ground, 2, water level, 3, seed. And in the right side of the slide, we have the meaning: a small round or oval part of a plant that can grow into a new plant. Next, fishing water, fishing area. Next, depth of water. Which do you think is the correct answer for number 1? Or the meaning of fishing ground? Very good, kids! Fishing ground is the fishing water or fishing area. Water level, depth of water. And for number 3, seed. A small ground or oval part of a plant that can grow into a new plant. Good job, kids! Can you use this word in a sentence? Where have you heard this word before? Now, seed is a small round or oval part of a plant that can grow into a new plant. For example, Rosa planted a seed in the soil. After a few days, it started to grow into a small plant. The underlined word is seed. Next, fishing ground. The meaning of this, fishing water or fishing area. The fishermen ride their boats in the morning and gather in the fishing ground to catch fish. Like what you see in the picture. The underlined word is fishing ground. Water level or depth of water. The water level in the pool is just enough for the kids. It reaches their knees. Like what you see in the picture. For today, you have to make careful observation just like what Isaac Newton did and recognize patterns, which is an important step in making prediction. Activity 4, Pattern Spotter. What's next? This is the activity sheets. For this, you need notebook, drawing materials, example, pencil and crayons. You only have 15 minutes to do the activity. What to do? 1. Look at the illustrations below. You have your A, B, C, and D. Note about the illustrations. A. Preparing a pot with soil. B. Planting seed. C. Adding soil in the pot with seeds. And D. Placing the pot with seeds in a sunny place and watering it regularly. Question 1. What main activity is shown in these pictures? Why do you say so? What is most likely to happen after illustrations? D. Question 3. Draw it and explain your answer. Two. Pio loves fishing from morning until afternoon and at their local community's fishing ground. One day, while fishing, he observed a change in the water level. Look at the illustrations below. These are the illustrations for in 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 p.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. What do you think is the water level in 5 p.m. and 6 p.m.? Question 4. What pattern did you notice in the water level? Question 5. What might the water level be at 5 p.m.? Question 6. Draw what could happen to the water level at 6 p.m. Question 7. Explain your answer. Now, you're going to perform activity number 4, Pattern Spotter. What's next? Are you ready, kids? we have here another activity, coin in water challenge. Materials needed: 1 medicine dropper, 4 coins of different sizes. This can be 2 centavo, 1 peso, 5 peso, and 10 peso coins. And a cup of water. Coin in water challenge. How many drops of water can fit in this coin? Which coin can hold the most number of drops of water without spilling? Now record your observation by writing your answers in your notebook. We have the coins, 25 centavo, 1 peso, 5 peso, 10 peso. And you're going to answer this. Number of water drops, trial 1, trial 2. What to do? Put drops of water on the coin. Take note of the number of drops of water that fit on the coin before it spills. Predict the number of drops of water that can fit on the 10 peso coin based on the observed patterns. Will it hold the least or the most number of drops of water? Why do you say so? The importance of observing and measuring skills in making predictions. You can practice applying these skills everywhere you go, and you will use these skills in the succeeding lessons as well. How do you make predictions? I can make prediction by observing carefully what is happening. By doing so, I can identify the patterns in the events, actions, and activities and use these patterns as a basis predicting what can happen next. Good job, kids! Now answer the KWL chart, answer to the key idea asked, and complete the KWLA chart by reviewing the K and W columns and answering the questions. What I learned in the lesson column and how I can apply what I learned in the A column. Now that we've learned how to observe, measure, and recognize patterns to make predictions, it is time to check our understanding. Now for the evaluations. Prepare your baby picture, mirror, bond paper, and drawing materials. 1. Look closely at your picture when you were a baby. 2. Now, look closely at yourself in the mirror. 3. Predict how you would look 10 years from now. And 4. Draw yourself on the bond paper and describe your possible appearance. Would you look the same 10 years from now? Why or why not? Now, kids, thank you for listening. See you next time.